Officer who died 3 years ago says they want to take the federal government to court with a claim of malpractice.
But before they can do that, they have to go to the United States Supreme Court to try to change the law. They're currently being blocked by a decision that prevents active duty military from suing the government, a decision local attorneys want overturned. Nathan Hafterson died 3 years ago while he was on base at NAS Jax and was being treated at the base's hospital. Channel 4's Dan Levitin talked with lawyers for Hafterson's family about their case. Dan?
Sam, this is the actual document, the actual petition that's been filed with the Supreme Court. It's a very unique document, unique in the way that it's handled, but this is a unique case. These attorneys for the family here in Jacksonville are asking the court itself to look at a case and potentially overturn a case that first ruled on nearly 60 years ago, but the family and the attorneys here say they are hopeful. What happened to Petty Officer Nathan Hafterson is without question tragic, but should his family be allowed to sue the federal government? That question is now at the center of a filing with the U.S. Supreme Court, a lawsuit based here in Jacksonville that could have far-reaching consequences.
And it's just fundamentally unfair.
Attorney Sean Cronin is trying to sue on behalf of Nathan Hafterson's family. In March 2006, based at NAS Jax, the 21-year-old was rushed to the base hospital's emergency room unresponsive. Cronin says Hafterson had a severe reaction to the medication given to him, and by the time he was given the antidote, it was too late. Hafterson's family says it was medical malpractice. Now, the case that the attorneys here are trying to have the Supreme Court review and then overturn is one they actually heard back in 1950. It's known as the Feres Doctrine. Basically, it says that active military members cannot sue the federal government. Now, the attorneys here say it will be difficult to get the Supreme Court to overturn it, but they are hopeful.
Courts hate to change old decisions, and they usually don't, but sometimes they do. And we think this is one of those rare circumstances that they should.
Brian Gowdy says it will take about 6 months to find out if the Supreme Court will just hear the case. He says 2 of the court's current members have criticized the Feres decision, a fact that gives both attorneys hope.
We feel the facts of this particular case, are absolutely compelling that the law be changed. It is fundamentally unfair that Nathan Hafterson died as a result of medical malpractice and his family has no recourse under the law.
Now, there are still several steps before the case actually can go to the Supreme Court itself. First of all, the court has to actually accept the case and say, we'll hear it. Now, you don't need a majority for that. Sean Cronin says that only 4 justices out of the 9, so not a majority, have to agree to rehear the case. And then, of course, once they hear it, it would take 5 out of the 9 justices to go ahead and overturn it, and only then could the family's lawsuit here in Jacksonville be reinstated. Reporting live downtown, Dan Levitin, Channel 4, the local station.